y'all, what is going on? I am in the process now of going to Lowe's. I need a part for my pump sprayer, and y'all, while I am here, I am going to take a look at the clearance rack, and I thought that it would be nice if I were to bring you along. Okay, y'all, here's the clearance. Here's some of the items here. Y'all, usually when I come in here, I'm in the market for houseplants, but there is usually a ton of landscaping plants that are, most of the time here in my area, North Florida, it's just severely underwater. Y'all, here's the price list. So if we find something, you'll be able to determine how much the item costs. Here's more. More landscaping. Landscaping. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at here. An African violet. See that line through it? It's on clearance. So $5.48. Because it's $5.48, that means that we would pay $4 for this African violet. Would y'all buy this? Should I buy it? Stay tuned to the end of the video to see if we get that. But more landscaping. Most of this stuff looks terrible. Now these here looks pretty good, and they are marked through. How do you pronounce that, y'all? I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me show you. Kelosia. So $1.98. Less than $2, so those would be $1 a piece. Alright, looks pretty good. Oh look, here's another one of the same thing, but it's in red. Marked out in clearance. What is this? Lantana. That looks alright. Here we go, some more over here. Looks like on clearance. This here looks pretty good, in bloom, pretty color. Tag says $16.98, so $16.98, that will be half price. More of the same stuff. Oh, look at that pretty bloom. That one. Nice. Got that. Got some ornamental tomato plants. Pretty $6.98. That's pretty. Good shape. Mandevilla. These petite knockout tree. My goodness. $50. Look at that. So be half price, of course. This. Now the majority of the succulents in this location is on the inside, so we're gonna walk inside and see what they have there. All right, y'all, we have made it to the area of the store where the succulents are kept. Same price and structure. Look at what they have. Hey y'all, sorry I was not able to get more footage while I was in the store earlier today, searching for clearance finds at Lowe's, bringing you along with me. But I wanted to try and show you my haul in the parking lot, but it was hot out, sun was out, and my phone was getting hot, so I had to wait until I got back to the house to show you what I ended up finding. So let me bring you closer and go through these. You see this one here, tag bonsai, clearance. Okay, you see the bottom, there's the, let me turn it around so that you can see the tag. So it would have been half price. Now let's just take a look at this. Other than being super dry, y'all, I don't see anything wrong with this plant at all. Now I understand Lowe's big box store, you know, certain conditions of the plants, they can't sell them or wouldn't want to sell them to customers or whatever. And you know, at one point, because the plants that I was seeing, some of them looked, you know, kind of good. I thought that maybe there were returns or something like that, because I started thinking like, hey, I wonder if somebody purchased them and they just returned them and that's why they're on clearance. But I really don't think that they, you know, go that far. I've never purchased a plant and actually returned it. I know that Walmart has this policy where you're able to return plants, but I mean, even there, and I've never returned a plant, and I don't know anyone who has, but I mean, with the policy being there. But anyway, you can see top leaves on this bonsai, very, very healthy. Stems, very, very healthy. This trunk, y'all, is rock solid all the way through. Okay, now of course I will have to repot this or pull it out of the pot in order to see the roots, but I mean, at this juncture, looking at the leaves and the condition of the top of the plant, looking at the trunk, feeling the trunk, seeing what it looks like other than just being dry down there in the soil, I would imagine that this is, you know, definitely going to survive. So I don't feel like there's even a question as to whether or not I wasted my money, because look at this pot, y'all. It is gorgeous. I have another bonsai that was featured in another Lowe's clearance find, so this would be the second one with the same pot. So I kind of like the idea of having doubles and even sometimes triples of the same pot because when you're, staging your plants or you're putting them out, if you have multiples, especially, if they're like the same size, you can kind of, separate them, but put them in the same area and, present your plants in that way. So, bonsai. Next, we got this ponytail palm. Same thing, y'all. Just look at the soil. It's just dry. Dry. Top, pretty healthy for the most part. Now, there are some browning of the tips, which is common for ponytail palms. I'm gonna call them bulbs. There's a fancy word that starts with the C that describes these bottoms that hold the water and the nutrients. But as you can see, they are all solid. So I thought this was a really good deal. I mean, oh, look at that little baby. Even that little baby has roots. I didn't even notice that. We'll just stick that right there. And yeah. So, ponytail palm. All right, moving along. We have this fern. That's how Lowe's has this plant here identified as a fern. But if we get closer in there, you can see same thing. Just dry. Now I'll turn it over so that you can see the center there. It's nice and healthy looking. You see the green there. So I'm pretty sure and confident that this is going to survive. And I thought that this pot is gorgeous too. You can see the little UJ for Urban Jungle. And this company, they have collections, and in doing some research on it, I can see that they have collections for the different series that they have, and they actually name their pots. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a tag for this one. Okay, here's another one here. Here's the tag. You can see the line going through it. Now, this one here is on the dry side as well. Got a couple dead leaves. We can just take those out now if we can get to them. Come on. There you go. So, dry. But for the most part, just looks like just need some water, or good repotting and some water, and I think that this one will survive. But y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. Do you think this one is kind of loose and wiggly? Now I think that this is, it looks like, I think they call it a peperomia plant. But y'all tell me down in the comments below what you think this plant is, because this one does not have a tag. And I can tell you that I am not an expert in plant identification with the scientific name, this name, and all of that kind of stuff. If it's something simple that, like plain old English, I can remember. But if it's more than that, if there's no tag, I don't know what it is. I just know whether it's pretty, whether I like it, whether I can handle it, whether it's easy to care for, and that's it, y'all. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. This is an anthurium. Here's the tag. Costa Farms. All right, and let's see. Here's a tag on it. Pretty little blue pot. Pretty detailed pot. I like it. Again, dry. Dry, dry, dry. Pretty little stem there. It actually, sorry about that, y'all, was in bloom. Look at that. It's pretty. We've got some browning leaves here. We can pull that off and toss that easily, just like that. Clean that up. Look at that root, healthy little root there. There's another one there. Everything is nice and firm for the most part for this anthurium. So y'all, I thought that this was a jewel. Kind of growing all that way, but I'm more than sure once we get this all potted up and we'll give it a drink, that eventually we'll be able to get it straightened up and it'll be a nice little plant. Okay. Next we have this Dracaena. Here's the tag. And if y'all remember, I featured another one of these in a previous Lowe's clearance find. So this here, in the same exact pot, same exact plant, makes number 2 for this Dracaena, the exact one. So I was kind of excited to get this one because I have doubles of some pots that I got from a neighbor who was moving. And for me, when I get 2 of the same pot, I just want to have the same plant in both pots. I don't want to have 2 different plants in the same pot. I know that might be a little bit finicky and a little bit weird, but hey, that's just me and my preference. Why don't y'all let me know in the comments below, what do you do when you have multiples of the same pot? Do you like to have the same plant in both pots, or do you choose to put something different in each one of them? I'd be interested in knowing. So yeah, y'all, this is what I got from Lowe's earlier today. But y'all, here is the real question that I want to know from y'all. And am I just crazy or what? Okay, tell me in the comments below if you think that I overdid it, because guess what, y'all? See that fern we talked about right there? Not only did I buy that one, I bought this one, and I also bought this one here. So that's 3 of the same plant today. Now this pot here is just like the first one that I showed you, but look at this one, y'all. Look at this pot. The colors are beautiful. It has this pot has feet on the bottom, and it looks like it's just so fitting for this fern. But this is beautiful. So for me, this pot alone, or these pots alone, was worth the price that I paid, and the plant is a bonus. So if I can save the plant, fine. If I don't, I wouldn't worry about it. I'll be a little sad because, I mean, I don't like to just see plants die. But the fact that I got this pot, or these pots, is very exciting to me. All right. And then y'all, that ponytail palm that we talked about earlier, not only did I buy that one ponytail palm, but I bought another one. And y'all, I bought another one. So that's 3 ponytail palms. And again, you see these pots? They are just so worth it to me because they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. And if you go to the thrift shop, they will want $7, $6 for a pot like this, and it's used. And you're subject to have cracks in it, and it's gonna be chipped, and it's gonna have dirt. It's not gonna be clean. So that alone, for me, makes purchasing these worth it. But y'all, it doesn't stop there. It does not stop there, because you see this Dracaena here. In this pot, I also purchased this one here. Let me show you the tag on it so that you can see. Where is it? There it is. Line drawn through it, so it was on clearance. White pot, self-watering pot, nice and clean. Dracaena. It has 2 separate healthy stalks on it. You can see the leaves. There's some little blemishes and some browning on the tips, but for the most part, the stalks are nice and hard, nice and firm. Of course, we won't know what's going on with the soil. We won't know what's going on with the soil until after I pull them out, but for the most part, pretty healthy plant. So y'all, at the end of the day, did I overdo it or not? Be honest. You can be honest. I give you permission to be honest, and let us know in the comments below. And make sure that you turn on your notifications and you hit that button so that you will know when I upload a video updating you on the condition of the plants and what I'll end up doing with them. And until next time, bye.